If I heard you say the world is everything, I would be dreaming of living quietly. And if I heard you say the world's too cold to touch, I could change your mind with just a kiss. What are we gonna do in a world without love? What are we gonna do in a world without love? Do we feel the pain of our neighbor's heart? And do we understand the human mind? 'Cause if we did, would it make us live together in this lonely world? In this lonely world, what are we gonna do in a world without love? What are we gonna do in a world without love? If you walk this way and you dance with me, hopefully I can change the loneliness. 'Cause in your eyes I see the laughter hiding so deeply, always within you. What are we gonna do in a world without love? What are we gonna do in a world without love? Let's make some noise. You can change the weather now. You won't find me there. All this time, all this time, You never give me your money. You never gave me your money. You never give me your money. You only give me your funny papers. And in the middle of negotiations, you break down. I never give you my number. I only give you my situation. And in the middle of investigations, you break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight, carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight, carry that weight a long time. I'll never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of investigations, you break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight, carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight, carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight, carry that weight a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that weight, carry that weight a long time. A long time. Hi. I am dying to practice. I guess I can turn that off. I don't know, can I? Maybe. I am dying to practice. But I think I'm in luck because Monday, I believe they're opening the rehearsal places, so I should be able to rehearse. So that's going to be good. But I was in the mood tonight to sing and make some noise and do weird shit, so I did. So I hope that was all right. I didn't practice none of it. In fact, the guitar, I was working on a weird song earlier, and then I decided to do World Without Love instead. Still struggling. It's hard because without rehearsals, I don't get to really belt and do stuff, so I haven't had my vocal cords haven't been that exercised in a while now, so I'm used to doing so much rehearsals in between shows. So at least if I had rehearsals, it would have been okay because I could have, at least said, while we're rehearsing. But, no such luck at the moment. But it'll happen. Oh, we're in black and white. Look at that. Oh, wow. Black and white. Okay. All right. Happy Friday. Let's see. Who's in the house? Ooh, let's look. Oh, wow. I see Claudio B, Brian Fega. Hi, Fega. Scott Sunday. Brian, my, TMT. Good evening. Jones Verse over on Twitch. I've got people on YouTube. Emilio, how are you? Mikey, Jenny. Oh, wow. Look at this. JP. Wow. George. Sean Kelly. Nice bunch of group. Nice bunch of chaps and gals for being here tonight with me. Don't know why. I don't know what I've got to offer at the moment, but we'll try to make do. I've got a few little weird surprises for you. Well, let me bring this back in for a second. I want to demonstrate something. So, over the course of the summer, or the pandemic summer, because it's not like, I don't even like calling it summer if it was the pandemic, because it just doesn't feel right. It's not like I was at the beach and, well, I was at the beach actually. It's not like I was out walking on the beach. Well, no, I was actually walking on the beach. Well, it's not like I was at my favorite rock writing in my notebook. Well, no, I was doing that. So I guess it was during the summer. During the summer, I was basically designing instruments in the park, because that was the only thing I could do, is design instruments. I didn't have my normal places to go, and the studio, as you can see, is not yet done. It took another week of kind of figuring things out. And I was working on a remix for I Saw the Light that was that will hopefully wind up on the 12-inch. And I didn't want to mess things up in the studio and then suddenly find that I don't have everything I need set up the way that it was. So I kind of left it this week, one more week. So I should be able to finish up the remix Monday or Tuesday, and then I'm going to tear apart this place a little bit. I think everything from this end of hold on, so you can see what I'm talking about here. Otherwise you won't. So I'm basically going to take everything that's over here and move it over here, so that it's all sitting underneath that screen. And that should facilitate having the chat over here when I do the Quarren streams. And this area right here is going to be empty. And when this area is empty, that means I can dig other things out of the closet, like my analog synths and, some weird devices that I can hook up and have running so I can sample things when I want to, and work on some arrangements, because I really want to get back to working on some songs. That's a big deal. The other thing is, of course, we're coming towards the end of announcing the winner for the 12-inch. One of the things that Mikey and I talked about this last week was we're making sure that we're trying, basically. I'm not going to lie and say that we don't know every single remix, who it's from. But we're trying to be more diplomatic about it. Does it really move us on the 10th listen? That kind of thing. And then as we decide, things are getting closer. So that's kind of cool. So that's basically on me, though. Not Mikey's fault. It's my fault. But I think I told you about this last week. I thought I was kind of lagging on this. But just been going through a lot of weird changes this week. I feel like I'm really slow mentally. I mean, that's going to sound funny to some people. Some people are like, we knew it. But I'm kind of slow mentally, or I should say mentally, emotionally, as things catch up. It almost feels like that whole year passed And we're only now getting to the nitty gritty of all this stuff. So now it's like feeling more intense than it was. And I don't know if that's just because of time or because, so much crazy stuff seems to happen day in and day out. I don't know. Something. So anyway, back to the story. So there I was trying to design these weird instruments. And I designed one that I wish I could show it on screen, but I can't. But it's really complex. It's a sampler that samples me, but then I can change the sample on the fly. And meanwhile, there's another sampler that's running through a WAV file and just basically randomly picking things. And I know we talked about this before, and I know I've brought it up before, but it's because if it works itself into weird experimental phases of my life where I'm not sure if a song I'm working on is an anything box track or even a diary song. It could be something really weird that I have no idea where it belongs. So that's kind of what happens sometimes. So I'm going to play one of those, and then we'll come back. But I want to show you what the instrument's like. So I was playing it earlier. So what you're hearing right now, if you can hear something, if you hear that low rumble, it's basically playing back a loop of me just doing ahs, random ahs earlier. And I just take a knob and I can scratch it. And there it is. And so that you kind of get a gist of it. That's one part. And then here's the samples. Some of these came from the park. As weird as that sounds, right? So you wouldn't think that I could write a song with weird shit like that. But I did. So I was in the park and I wrote this really weird song based on incoming audio. And I guess it sounds like a weird IDM thing. I don't know. I don't know how to describe what you're about to hear. But it is what it is. So I'm going to play that first, and then we'll just talk. So here's how I'm going to break up this night. Half of it's going to be all these weird songs that I don't know what to do with, as well as that cover you heard. And then the other half is going to be these covers and remixes that I got to play for you that I'm really happy about. One that got requested, and I decided I would actually honor that request. So I'm going to play you this song right now. This particular song is called "You Thought I Was Drowning," and that's the name of the song. And it's one of those weird experiments. And anyway, I will turn on. Oh, and that's a siren. I'll turn on that animation, and I'll explain that when we come back. When you saw my face, you could tell that I'm drowning. When you saw my face, you could tell I was thinking. You could tell I was thinking. When you saw my face, you could tell that I'm drowning. When you saw my face, you thought I was drowning. When you saw my face, you thought I was drowning. So the weird thing is, it's actually a blues song. So it's kind of funny. It's like it's supposed to be a blues song, but I decided I wasn't going to make it a traditional blues song. It was just going to be a blues song with some weird instruments. So that's what that is. But anyway, so that's the weird experimental side of things, right? So let me turn on the color camera because I want to show you something. So hi Denise. So one of you said, I think it was Denise actually that said to show some art. So that's the other thing I've been doing. So on Instagram, I've been posting some pictures. They kind of look like this. It's sort of like this kind of stuff. I think you've seen them. This is my notebook, my newer notebook, of which there are only just a few pages left, and I'll be done. So what I've been doing is like kind of like an abstract a day. That's been the journey, and I've been doing that for it's almost been a month and a half now. And the reason is that these are going to be frames in a film. It's basically going to be a film. So it's all of those things culminating in the Dead Stars release, right? So stuff like that. You know, I'll just flip pages and I'll show you some stuff like this. See, every day. I think I missed one. Yeah, every day a different one. And so basically, just try to imagine these flipping back really fast, right? They're just gonna, that's what's gonna happen. So these are going to become digital pieces that I'm working on. So I've been working, so this week basically was art week. So I was working a lot on getting my NFT side of things closer to being done. I think I'm going to mint something really soon. But let me show you something. I don't know if I can do this. I think I'm going to mess it up, but we'll try. It is messed up. There you go. So this is a close-up of one of the paintings that I'm doing. and you're seeing the layers changing, and that's going to be one of the 20 um, portraits of Maria. But anyway, I don't know why I'm babbling, but anyway, so yeah, I've been working on art a lot this week. So obviously, that's taken up a lot of time too. Um, but it's been easier to do art than music because art is just this book and a few paints that I have on a table, so it's a little easier. Music, it's been difficult, but no excuses. This week I'm going to destroy this place and redo it until it works. And that means probably getting rid of this chair and getting a new chair. Whatever I got to do to make this room work, I'm going to make it work because I have to make this room work. I'm in need of recording and I need to get some stuff done. So yeah. Emilio says super stoked, excited, and more. Yeah, tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try to call you if I can. In the afternoon, I'm kind of busy, but I'm gonna try to call you in the morning. I need to talk to you, but like, I'm conducting business while doing the Quarant stream. No, I'm kidding. But so yeah, I'm getting ready. I've been studying a lot of different nuances, and I think I'm starting to get a handle on certain things. I even had a chat with a nice guy from Canada, and we chatted over Telegram, and he runs an NFT magazine, and we were talking, and he gave me some really cool insights on this stuff, and basically it's up to me to get the digital side going. So it's trying to figure out a lot of different things at once. So this week I worked on my portfolio. I worked on the site. I worked on code. It's like all this weird stuff that takes up a lot of time. But I'm proud of myself. I got farther than I thought I would get by the end of this week. So, uh-oh. I guess we had lost the internet for a minute. Oops, not that again. Looks like we're back. Okay. I think it came back. At least it looks like it came back. Is it back? I guess we had a hiccup. Oh boy. Hope we don't have trouble. But anyway, this song is probably referring to the subconscious, but not really. It could also be referring to public figures. I view most politicians as little guys, even if they're 7 feet tall. I look at them as like, 3 foot tall, little. I call them little Hitlers. I know that sounds funny, but that's what I call them. So, which is funny because I had a friend who used to call me that. It was pretty funny. Uh-oh. So, yeah, Denise wants to talk about Texas freezing. You can talk about it, Denise. Tell me. Uh-oh. Trolls. We don't have any, do we? If we do, just let me know. But anyway, yeah. So, hey, little man. Let's see how this goes. This was done with a modular that I built for the tech heads. It's a 4-voice, but it ping-pongs between the 4 voices. So it's technically a monophonic 4-voice, but I get away with doing chords on it. So anyway. So yes, sorry, Sue, I see what you're saying there. So yes, politicians are trolls. They are. So this is for the politicians. Here, I'll play it. I'll come back. I'll stop talking now. Oh my God. Hey, little man, how do you sleep? Hey, little man, what do you eat? Hey, little man, when will you notice anything around you? Do you notice everything that you do? Do you recognize that this world is mine? And it's mine. Hey little man, how do you sleep? Hey little man, when will you weep? Hey little man, do you sweep it all away? Hey little man, will you ever weep for me? And that was a song that I wrote in the park. So a lot of those were recorded in the park, which is funny because I have a studio, but I recorded in the park. But that's what I was doing last summer. So I don't think I've played that one before, but hey little man. So I'm hoping that the internet's still behaving. It looks like it is, but it does look slow, but I'm not sure if it's hiccuping or not. So I'm sorry about that. It's not my fault. I am doing everything I can to make it quick, but I don't know. I don't know what happens. I think it's because I wore a striped shirt. That's what it is. But yeah, so a couple of different things to add to that narrative, though, is that what going to the park taught me, though, was that getting the sounds coming in from the outside world really was a good idea. So I'm going to be doing that a lot. So as I work on the arrangements, yes, I'm going to go back out there, but with my 24-bit stereo recorder and grab as much of the atmospheric sounds as I can and put them back in. So yeah, I have to go find the birds and all that stuff. At least I know where they are, so I'm not gonna be without them. But it's just funny that I now have to go back and find sounds like that because I like how it came out. As Vega says, it's the A-box hater that are messing with the internet. Oh, there's a few of them out there now, but here we are. So yeah, so someone just said more vino. No vino, I'm doing lemonade. I would have done something else if Bitcoin hit 60,000 this week, but it didn't. But there's still time. I have a feeling it's going to happen anyway. It's just all these weird sideways things just drive me nuts. But I'll tell you, even this afternoon I was watching it go up, so I'm not that worried about that stuff anymore. I just try not to look at it, because if you look at it, it actually does really scare you. But anyway, so yes, been working on trying to get some demos done and remixes and all that stuff. And yes, they are, Fega. Fega's saying that Bitcoins are the future. They are. Denise is saying full moon. Yes. And someone said that the internet's because of my shirt. Yeah, probably. It looks like static, right? It's like probably causing static. But yeah, I agree. I agree, Emilio. I think it's going to go up and just keep going up. But I just thought it was going to be funny to, you were going to see a very different side of me if it went to 60,000. I could tell you that. So there's always luck next week. But getting back to recording and all that stuff. So I am happy that at least in my neck of the woods, it looks like rehearsal halls are opening up, and that's good. I'm hoping that I'll be able to go rehearse So if I go rehearsing, I may do live stream from rehearsal, which means I won't do a live stream on next Friday. But we'll see how that works. I'm not sure yet because I have to kind of balance it out. But if I do go rehearse, I'll take you there with me. So we'll figure it out. I'm hoping that I do get to rehearse though, because that would be nice. And well, I'm going to answer Denise's question in a minute, but man, I swear I'm not kidding. There's been sirens all day today. I've actually been apprehensive to turn on the news because I've been hearing sirens all day. Like literally every hour on the hour. Do you hear it? Of course, now that I'm not talking, it's like. But so this is funny. I'm going to answer your question too, Mikey, and I'm going to see if Emilio and I agree or not. But I'm going to answer that question as well. So, wow, all these questions. Now the dogs are barking because it was, doing sirens outside. But anyway, so yeah, it's definitely time to get back into it. Luckily, I've been able to figure things out, and I'm a lucky person, so I'm not one of those people that right at this point in time has to worry too much. So I stay in and do what I got to do, and obviously stuck indoors all the time, but I do get out every so often. But so anyway. So let me see. There was a question here, and I need to go back to it. Hold on. Oh, so Denise said, if I get rich, will I take everyone to Disneyland? Now, let me explain this. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm not saying that that I would mind, that I wouldn't mind being rich. Who cares? If I get it, that's fine. That's not why I'm doing it. But my most important, let me put it to you this way. I've thought about it over the years, and this is a real thing. I'm telling you I'm being vulnerable here. The most important asset that I do not own, that I really want to own, it's not fancy equipment. It's not having the biggest studio in the world or anything of that nature. What I want the most is to have my own little house. I just want a house. And the reason I want a house is because it's mine. And if it belongs to me, I can be as loud as I want in it. If I want to take down a wall and install a wall of speakers in it, I will. I could wire it up so that I could stream 24/7 everything I'm doing. I could have my piano back, which I don't have now. I could have my drum set back, which I don't have now. So that would be a big deal. And I just think I heard a gunshot. Oh my God. It's like crazy stuff happening in Long Beach. So I'm not doing all this crazy stuff to try to get rich, but it would be nice to be, what I was working towards before the pandemic was doing as many shows as possible, not to get rich, but to get myself my little house. And I think I found where I want to go now. Good question. And this is a question that comes up a lot. Emilio says, how is rich measured? And that, my friends, is a very good question. So, I don't have a lot of money, but I am filthy, filthy flippin' rich where it matters. Here and in my creative work. There, I'm rich. I've reached the heights of the heights. But I measure it more on how I measure success and riches in how the work affects other people. Because I'm not going to be here forever. I know that. So it's not like I care about like having things that I could show off and say like, look, this is my fancy car. In fact, it's really funny. Um, I'm sidestepping here, but it's really funny. So my little red Jane was the only car that was ticketed yesterday. All the cars were parked on the wrong side of the street, including mine. And I got out there half an hour too late, and my red car was the only one that was ticketed. And it's not even that fancy. All the fancy cars on the street weren't ticketed. So I'm calling systemic racism on Honda Fits because that's what happened. So um, anyway, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is that the money aspect of things really doesn't bug me. What bugs me about not having money or funds is not being able to work. So for me, it's like, I want to make things, so I need it to make things. Other than that, I don't care. So, you know, um, I know how to cook. So I cook some damn meals that you can't get at the best restaurants. My girlfriend knows this because she has me cook most of the time. And, like, I know how to entertain myself. All I need is a movie, a book, some really good music, and I'm happy as a bug in a rug. And I'm especially happy when I go do gigs and hang out with you guys. So you guys know how happy I am when I'm at gigs. So that makes me feel rich, not the money part. But all that said, hell yeah, why not? If we figure it out, I'll take everyone to Disneyland. Everyone who watched this show during Quarantine Stream, I'll remember who you are. We'll go to Disneyland. So anyway, I'm going to play a song. So this is a weird song too. So this one was done with a modular, I call these modulars because they are modular units. They're just built-in software, but I build them for myself. I don't put these out. I don't share them because most people wouldn't know how to use them because they're so weird. They were designed only for me. But this particular modular has this weird thing in it, which I synced it up so that when I hit a key, it samples my voice and then slices it up and then sends it back in so I can actually do my own backing vocals while I'm singing. So I know I've talked about this one before. It's one of my favorite ones, but this particular song was written with this in mind. And so has no drums yet, but it will, because this one's one of those where I can kind of see where the drums are going to go and all that stuff. So it's an arrangement. So I'm going to play that, and then we'll go into the cover segment. But so this one's called Where Are You Going? And I was thinking about, like, the obvious. What if this doesn't end anytime soon? What am I going to do? What am I looking forward to? What's the next plan? Because I have to start thinking 2 or 3 moves ahead. So now that's kind of what I'm doing. And that's kind of why I fell into Bitcoin again. And that's why I started to figure out that maybe my funds were not in the right place. And that's why I started to, look into other avenues. So, I don't know. I'll just play the song now. This is called Where Are You Going? Oh my God, Claude, what is wrong with you tonight? Oh man. Hey, where are you going? Hey, where are you going to? When the sunlight fades and the blood flows out. Where will you go when the world Where are you going? When the world ends and everything collapses. When the world ends and everything goes down. Where will you Where are you going? When the world fades and the industry collapses. Where will you go when everything goes? Oh my gosh, I forgot about all the weird endings. Oh, that was weird. But what's cool about these things is that they're all synced up. So a lot of the arrangements will be easier to do when all I have to do is play in certain things and sing certain things, and I'll know that these things are triggered. So it'll get weirder. I don't know. It's going somewhere. But so you get an idea of, the experimentalness of my life. And the graphics you were looking at, by the way, the weird Joy Division-y thing you were seeing, that was actually my face. I found a way to code so that the camera films me in mesh mode. And I found that really fascinating. So I'm trying to figure out how to film it so that I can actually film stuff with it. And it's going to be badass when I can light it right, because you'll see like me physically moving, but I will be a wireframe the entire time. And it happens in real time. It's like, it's just crazy stuff. But yeah, it was my face. But so I'm going to answer a question that Mikey asked earlier about Cardano. And the funny thing is that because he asked about Cardano, I literally got off the phone with a friend about Cardano about 2 hours ago. I got into a conversation with one of my friends about Cardano online earlier this morning. And we got into a long conversation about Cardano. So, and then I was like, I'm over. I don't want to be asked about Cardano anymore. And then someone DM'd me about Cardano on Instagram. So, It feels like I can't get away from Cardano today at all. So I'm going to bring up Cardano. So for those of you that don't know, um, besides the remixes and the weird demos and me babbling about art, we occasionally talk about cryptocurrency on this quarantine stream, which is so weird if you think about it. UFOs, cryptocurrency, we talk about everything. Demon AIs, look at that. Crazy stuff, man. But, or Nobe from Replica, right? He has to, I think he needs to make a comeback. Digital assets, yes. So Cardano is known by many people as, if you look it up, you'll see that what I'm talking about is true. People think of it as an Ethereum killer. It's supposed to kill Ethereum. It's going to be faster. It's not going to have the high fees. It's going to do all these great things, and that's what it aims to do. It's a cool asset. Yes, I think it has potential. Yes, it's very cheap right now. You can buy it for about last I checked, it was about $1.12. Like all of the different digital assets, I should do a show that's just about cryptocurrency, I swear. I should do my own podcast on cryptocurrency at this point. Oh, $1.32 went up. So yes, it's been going up. Now, it's been going up a lot because celebrities are talking about it. The guy from Kiss went and bought like 600,000 of them or something. So a lot of people are talking about Cardano. It's great. Now, I am not a financial advisor. So whatever I say, I could be 100% wrong. My opinion could mean jack. So I'm just going to give you my opinion. I like it, but not for the long term. I like it as a quick get it in when it was, like Emilio said, 30 cents a month ago, put a bunch of money in, wait till it gets a bit higher, pull it out, put that money into something else, do it again, make some profits, pull it out, put it into something else. If you're thinking that Cardano is going to be $2,000 by the end of this year, or that something crazy like Ethereum or Bitcoin is going to happen with it, I don't believe in it. I honestly don't believe in it. And I'll give you my reasons, but I really don't believe in it. When I started to research all the different coins and all the different cryptocurrencies that I'm into, I don't just buy because they're cheap. I don't just buy because they've been around for a long time. I didn't invest in all of these things because I just wanted to make money. In some cases, what I do is I research them very, very heavily. What do they do? What are they gonna promise? When have they delivered on those promises? Did they fail on some of those promises? These are the things that I look into. So, look, I'm really into the NFT space right now. I really am. I'm going full force on NFTs. I'm going to. So, for me to do that, I had to study it. Exactly. Emilio just said it. Case use. So, I'll be honest, I said this to somebody else today. I would rather invest a bunch of money in wax than I would invest it in Cardano at this point. I would invest it in something like Polkadot. I would invest it in something like non-fungible tokens. I would invest it more in ETH. Things that are actually doing something. If you look at Cardano, they're not connected with anybody. Nobody's doing anything with them. There's no sites running on Cardano. There is no There's no groups of people jumping in to do NFTs with them. There is no major player saying, major NFL star saying, pay me in Cardano. There is no major institutions buying it. It's just people that are just talking it up because, I went from 30 cents to $1, and that's a big deal. But it's what is known as traditionally as a pump and dump. You pump it, you get in, you make some money, and you get out. I can't even believe I just said that because I would never even thought of such a thing before. But I'm starting to learn, and I understand what that is. Yes, it's 30 cents. You put money in. When it hits $1 and you made a couple $100, you take it out. I mean, it's that simple. And put it into something you really believe in. So I look at, to be an Ethereum killer, you have to do a lot. And I mean a lot. The NBA is using Ethereum to do their NFTs. There are literally now 4 to 5 art sites, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but these are 4 or 5 art-related sites that are literally generating millions in dollars for artists. They're not moving. They're staying on where they are. They're not moving. And there's more being developed. I know about at least now 7 to 8 more sites that are up and running that are all going to be on Ethereum. Nobody cares about the gas fees. Nobody. And to give you another perspective on this, remember beta? Remember beta versus VHS? You could argue beta was better. Beta was better quality, better picture, better sound. It never got adopted. The masses never adopted it. SACD, most of you probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but SACDs were a high-end 24-bit version of CDs. They were supposed to take over where CDs left off. Much better audio, 24-bit audio. It was going to be able to fit 2 hours of music on it. It was going to be it was going to do all these great things. But in the end, it didn't happen. Just didn't happen. I mean, even records came back before SACDs came out. So yes, and someone on YouTube said beta did get used in pro situations. Yes. It doesn't go. It didn't go beyond me that. But you have to understand though, that just means that Cardano maybe, if it goes the way of beta, Cardano will be used for certain things, but it's not going to be an Ethereum. At least I don't think so. If there's an Ethereum killer, or even close to being an Ethereum killer, I would say, and I'm saying this loosely, it would be Polkadot. For 2 reasons. And it sounds really funny because they're for purely capitalist reasons. The reason, if you didn't know this, but the reason that Polkadot exists was because the founders wanted Ethereum to make money. And the Ethereum founders weren't interested in the monetary aspect of it. So they broke off. You have Polkadot that wants to make money, but has all the same functions and is aiming to be faster. That has more chances because, I hate to say it, there's an element of greed in there, which means more companies are going to get in on board. Wherever there's money, you have infrastructures. So I'm not trying to be political about it, but money talks. So Polkadot is talking to the right people and wooing the right people. So I have a feeling that they're probably going to do better than Cardano. So there's that. But anyway, that was my cryptocurrency talk segment of the night. So so to recap, is Cardano a bad investment? If you're going to do it quick and you're really going to watch it and you have a limit set so that you're like, the minute it hits $2, I'm out, do it. Or, because I've done this, if you think that it has potential to do something really big, like let's say that Cardano does go to $1,000 a coin and you really think that it could do that, and you have $500 just sitting around that you don't care about, and I mean that, you literally don't care about it, then it's a total bet. It's like a horse race. Put it in, maybe it'll win, maybe it won't, but you got to be willing to take that loss if that happens. I can't do that right now. I have to be very careful where I move money because I don't have a lot of it. So my assets towards Cardano are like zilch. I actually have more Doge coins than I have Cardano. There you go. I just told you that I have Doge coins. So, you know, you got to take a breath. You got to stay calm. The ones I believe in strongly, there's a lot of them that I believe in, but the ones that I believe in strongly, and I'll say it and then we'll get past the boring crypto talk for some of the people that are like, why are you talking about crypto? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, the Graph. I really like the Graph. Litecoin. You're not going to miss with those. Those are going somewhere because there's a lot of institutional interest. The rest, you have to kind of pick and choose. And my recommendation is, who are they in bed with? Who are they courting? Is it banks? Is it governments? Are they all over the world? Like, who's actually building on this? Yeah, Mike just said BAT. I love BAT. And I think it's going to do well in the long term. I don't know that it's going to do really well right now. So I can't tell people put $500 in BAT. You know, I can't say that. But I had $72 lying around. I put it into BAT. Who knows? Maybe something will happen. Maybe something won't. But digital music, yep, like Emilio just said, digital music, digital art, NFTs, there's a correlation. And everything there is attached to the Graph, Chainlink, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And that's where I am. I'm involved in all those things. So I need to be where the music is. So I'm following the music more than I'm following, you know, like what price goes up and down. I'm following the music. Wherever the music goes, wherever, you know. By the way, I'm just telling you this because it's true. Last I think it was Saturday, I bought ClaudeSatoshi.com. So I am Claude Satoshi. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I officially have ClaudeSatoshi.com. All right. So, so if I change my name to Claude Satoshi, I'm still Claude S. You realize that? All right, let's play a song. Let's play a remix. So this remix is from Jose Lagares. And this is a fast forward remix. I said I was going to play it this week, so we're going to start with that one on this next. Where are we? Oh my God, I forgot where we are. Yeah, this will start us off this next segment. So we will start with Fast Forward from Joe Lagares, and it's a really good remix. I really like this one, so we'll put on Hal for this. Here we go. Dude, such a good mix. Such a good mix. Thank you. So, yes, all of these mixes will eventually be released. They're just being held up because of me and what happened to distances. That's literally what happened that ruined all these things. In fact, I was looking at the cover that I had done for Fast Forward and all the remixes, and it made me feel so sad that never saw the light of day. So yes, it's gonna happen. It's just that it's still messed up until I pull distances off of Spotify and iTunes, and I can get everything re-released on Bandcamp. It makes sense. So sorry, it's taking long, freaking long, but there's not much I can do at the moment. So again, pandemic got in the way of a lot of different things. Obviously, releases and time sensitive stuff was definitely among them, unfortunately. That, and I can use like 5 assistants. I probably could. I think people would like die if they knew how much work actually I have to do and how much of it I actually get done. It's funny because I had someone ask me this the other day. They're like, so what'd you do today? And just for a laugh, I was like, I worked on 4 paintings, an arrangement for a song. After that, I was working on some code for the site. And I had 2 meetings, and they were like, in one day? And I'm like, about 4 hours of straight work. So sometimes when I do that, after 4 or 5 hours of like really, and I mean really intense work, yeah, then I get burned out. So I need rest time too. So, but, and I know it's like 5 hours, that's nothing. No, it's 5 hours with the rest and another 5 hours with the rest. And sometimes I'll pull like really long hours, but it takes a lot of work. But yeah, excellent remix, man. You did such a good job on that. So, um, which is interesting because I hear that remix and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what happened? And then it's like it starts to come back, like the schedule, like, oh, I remember. Yeah, that meeting with iTunes, they told me that they might not accept the songs because they can't have a different name. Oh, that's right. That meeting with Spotify, that went bad. Oh, that's right. If I put it on Bandcamp, I have to take it down from here. And it's like it's a bunch of weird shit that went down that still, But oh, really, Joe? I'll hit you up. I'll tell you what. There's a little something happening here that I'm going to talk about, and then we'll talk about remixes because, yeah, careers are complex. TMT mixes on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, it's very complex. There's so much going on um, that it's a very complex state of affairs. It's not that easy. But hopefully, like again, this is one of the reasons why I want my own place. Not because I think it's not so much that this place is so small and I can't make noise. That's a big deal, yes. It's where I can lay out more stuff because I need to have like I don't know if you guys ever saw that picture of Obama, but it's a very interesting picture. It's a picture of Obama in his office, and in his office he used to put all the paperwork all over the floor, and that's how he did his work. Like he would like literally go from project to project and literally pick it off the floor. And he's not the only one that's done this. I've seen major writers that do this. I work really well when I can make extravagant messes. I will make extreme messes, but they make sense to me. But I can't do that in this room because it's so small. So I've tried it, and all I wind up with is an extravagant mess that didn't go anywhere. So I need to have like studio stuff in one
one area and walk into a different room where I have like all the stuff on the floor and I'm like, oh, I'm working on this today. Not to mention all the legal stuff I have to still do. But you know, anyway. What are you guys talking about? I don't know. Someone's leaving? Who's leaving? Oh, Mike, you're leaving. Okay. Good night, dude. It's all good. It's all good. We can talk on Monday or Sunday. Tomorrow I'm out. I have a family thing. Yes, I'm visiting family. So I'm gonna play a request that I got today. Someone said you'd played a cover that someone had done of Lady in Waiting, and I'd love to hear it again. And 2 people asked me for that one, so I thought that I would play that one. So I am. And then I'll come back and we will chat some more. And then I've got some surprise music for you. Don't go, don't go, don't go. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm at a TV station or something. What am I doing? Hold on. Ooh, that's what I'm doing. It's commercial time. So I need to get to 10,000 followers, okay? When I get to 10,000 followers, what's going to happen is I get merch on YouTube. That means that I can put a link to my Bandcamp and to t-shirts on YouTube. And one of the things I want to do is make more shirts and make more stuff. So the more that my channel does well, the better it gets. And the best way to do it is when I release this video tomorrow when it becomes available and you're watching it, please like it, please comment, share it, tell people about how terrible these quarantine streams are and how they have to watch it just to see how terrible they are, and that they should subscribe just to be mean, and I'll be happy. Yeah, maybe I'll do beanies. Maybe I'll do something, but 10K, like, I mean, come on, we can do this. We can do this. 10K. Because, you know, we could. And anyway, we could do it. So while we're doing that, I'll put on the overhead. There's the moon. And I'll play this. This is a band called Arthur Meek. And this is Lady in Waiting. so awesome. I really like that version. Ah, what? I don't know what you're talking about. It does sound a little bit like the ocean blue. So I got a question on YouTube, and it wasn't about the bobbleheads. If I have a bobblehead, it's gonna be my robot, not me. I don't want a bobblehead of myself. I don't know where my